I'm living my beans, like a million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna rum. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like I tell you, always stay hot. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad cause I'm taking her spot. If I was I'd hate me a lot. Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. No friends, I don't with the fake. Saying they love me, but one in my place. Step in the party, I'm looking the baddest. So the paparazzi in my face. Pretty, but I came from the gutter. Said I'd be lit by the end of the summer. And I'm proud that I'm still getting bigger. Going viral is getting them sicker.
Like what? Let's keep it a buck. Stuck in the Hello. Happy Monday. It's Monday and Euphoria is out. Rue is running through the streets again. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to this Euphoria Live. Y'all know the routine. Hit the like button, show some love if you love what we had to say about the show. I say we because it's not just me. Ashley with the sweet perspective is sweet. Is here. Ashley, are you ready to get into Euphoria?
I absolutely am. If you are a sweet pea or a part of the collective, then you know I just recently as in last week, binged Euphoria seasons 1 and 2. So I have a lot to say. I have a lot of thoughts. I'm ready to get into it, but I hope everyone is having an amazing Monday. I hope your week is starting off amazingly beautiful and you're ready to cut up with us.
Well, let's get started then. Because I don't know. So she got a lot to say. It's always different when you have like fresh eyes versus the people who had to wait several years upon years to get one season after the other. But getting into the overall thoughts, she was not impressed, okay? I was not impressed, and I will definitely elaborate on that. But this was underwhelming to me. It was beautiful gowns. And y'all know how we feel about beautiful gowns. Y'all know when Aretha been beautiful gowns, she said, you hoes cute, but you hoes can't sing. It's just all cute, but y'all not singing. Y'all not talking about anything. This feels very stagnant, especially for our main character, Rue. I don't feel a whole bunch of growth with our people. Some of them are. I'm looking forward to some of the journeys with a few of our characters, but others, it's like, oh Cassie, oh Rue, oh still that, huh? Okay, I guess we can go over here if this is the best that you guys felt like you could do. I wanted a stronger start, you know. This ain't one of them shows. It's a little cute show where you're not going to get 3 episodes at the beginning. No, we're going to pull you in slow and give you 1 episode like all the other folks. But y'all not coming strong enough to give just 1 episode. I could have took a 2 episode start, or I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking forward to, and that concerns me. Ashley?
Yeah. So again, and I know that this is not popular opinion. I know this is a hot take, but I enjoyed season 2 so much. I enjoyed season 2 so much better than season 1. So when I came into this last night, I was ready, Tyra. Like my expectations were on 10. I said, we've had some real life tragedy. This show is already messy. They're going to come out the gate. They're going to pull on our heartstrings. I'm going to cry some real tears. I'm going to get some closure. And we're going to move on down this road with Rue and her crackhead behavior. But you know what? All they gave me was dummy stunts and crackhead moves. That's all they gave me last night, Tyra. It wasn't a terrible episode. Like, it wasn't bad TV. We've seen bad TV as of late. It wasn't bad. Tyra had me scared because I know the musical director left, but the music was fine. I was like, okay, we're doing that. It looked how it's going to look. And it was hitting on all of those points. But I think if we're looking at this 5 years later, after high school, I'm expecting people to have done something in this time. You know, a lot of the story focused around Rue and her dummy missions, and I really wanted to dive into some of the other characters and see really who they are. It was just like, all right, let's take you through all of them, give you a little taste of what's going on, but we didn't really get anywhere this first episode. A lot happened, but not a lot happened, if that makes sense.
No, not at all. Like, and I would never say like, oh, this is an awful thing that I've ever seen. Like, no, but we know that this is the last season. I just wanted them to come stronger. unfortunately, Rue and her shenanigans, we're accustomed to that. So you got to do something different. But speaking of Rue, I guess we need to, start with her first and in the beginning of the episode, because I hate to be predictable. That is one of my like faux pas with these shows. As soon as I saw where Rue was, I said, "Oh, she's a drug mule." There's no other reason to be out here. There's no other reason to be out here, fast as hell. So what are you driving through the desert? And then we have the up the ante with her trying to get on the incline and go up the ramp, and it's leveling. Like I said, she's a drug mule. Rue, I just want to Rue, you owe me money, Rue. $43 million, Lori. Girl, go to hell. $43 million, because it was 10. But she said carry the 1 plus the 2, the interest in the 5 years. That's really 43 million, Rue. She said we can settle right now if you can slide me 40K, which is what she probably really owes. But I know you don't have that. So you're gonna give me 100K. And to work that off, you're gonna be my drug mule. I said, okay, this is pretty freaking absurd. I was wondering where they were going to go with this, because it was left so open-ended when Rue just slid off of Lori's patio and Mama flushed them drugs. And it was just like, I guess we'll deal with that when we deal with it. I didn't know we were supposed to find solace in the fact that from what we can see, it was like, at least she's not doing the drugs.
Is she not?
We don't know. We don't know yet. It is Rue.
I know. And I'll tell you when I knew.
It's like, like maybe she's not doing them, or at least Lori didn't sell it to the highest bidder like she was saying, and she ain't out here doing tricks. So baby, watching her swallow all those balloons made my stomach hurt. I said, oh my God. The KY jelly, Faye's just there along for the ride per usual. Her and them lips, she's like, yeah, whatever, I'm down, we can go. I was like, this is so casual. Most of all, we get to see that this is not something that anybody can maintain long term. They let us know right away, baby, if one of them balloons happen to bust, your life is over. But I've been doing this for 2 years, and yeah, that's just that. I really feel like the show, Sam and them, they are discounting what we want from Rue. Let me not say we, I'm going to say me. I am far more interested in the life after. Getting into sobriety, if that's where we are. Where your sister at? Where your mama at? I want to go over there. Even if this was going to be her story and it's like, we're just going to leave that, at least give me some closure there. I need some consequences and repercussions for how you was outside breaking that family down to the bone and how they feel about you now, what their life looks like now, 5 years removed from you. No, they just kind of wrote that off. Gia's doing well. She's excelling in school, and I'm just a drug mule, and that's just it. I would prefer that over swallowing all of these balloons. Ashley?
Yeah, this is just, this has always been, at least from me watching from season 1, it's been salacious and shock and awe. And like, there is a certain demographic or part of the audience clearly that comes for that. So, that whole thing of them shoving stuff down their throat, it was satisfying someone somewhere. I didn't like it. And what I said in my review as well, and what I talked about for my predictions for this season, or my hopes, were that one, we would get to finally meet Rue. In both seasons, she has been in effect under the influence the entire time. I've wanted to see a real part of who she is, and I'm wondering if they're going to lean into that with the religious aspect, her finding faith, whatever. But as far as this, it was just, I said, Rue's a crackhead. Ruth's still a crackhead. She's not like, there's no way. When she was trying to finagle that car off, I said, Rue, go somewhere and sit your ass down. She's like a kid that you just want to put in time out because she can't be nowhere. I don't know what's up with Rue in this plot armor. Like at some point, she has to be harmed. If not, and I get it. You don't want to kill Zendaya off, but there's no way you're in 100 of these situations and you leave unscathed every single time. So I'm anticipating there's going to be something. Even the end of this episode, I was like, be serious. As far as Lori, I thought that we was gonna see Rue on a pole this premiere episode. I thought she was gonna be dropping it low and spreading it wide,
Did
super
you?
cracked out with a needle in her arm. I did not expect her to be the mule. I said, why did we choose her to do this? I said, did Lori give
Yeah.
her options? And she said, yeah, I'm not doing that, but I'll do this. And then for us to end up in a whole house anyway, Tyra, I don't like it. And also, how many trips as a mule does it take to pay this debt? Because all them balloons, Tyra, one trip is enough. One trip, and I feel like you got your money back plus
If
interest.
Lori's math gave her 43 million, it's endless trips. You doing normal people math. This is Lori's math. My issue is it seems like we don't know what to do with Rue if she's not in this state. So they want to keep her here. And it's like, we need her life to be hanging in the balance. I said, this is nothing. Y'all, shout out to my review that's dropping later for the episode. Because that's what I said at the end of my review. No matter what occurs here and who drops, because bodies do drop, lives are lost, lives are in jeopardy, people go to jail, Rue will walk away unscathed because she always does. What it is for me is it's like, okay, we don't know what to do with her if she's not at this state. Even if it's not, in a sense of drugs, that cavalier outlook that she has about life, and it's just like, oh, like, what was that when we met Lori right off the back, and Fezco's like, girl, if you don't pipe down back there, like, we could have died back there. Why are you acting like that? It was fun. And she was like, oh, it's like adrenaline, because she doesn't have any self-worth in her life. And I'm like, we got all the way here and we waited this long to just meet a slacker. That's just it. I just thought it was going to be more. I just thought, because I say, no, that's just who she is. But we're even with Faye, and I don't know if we're gonna go back down that route with how the episode ended in the Alamo of it all. But she's trying to get a little co-conspiracy with Faye, because she's like, yeah, he think you cute or whatever. The little henchman has a stash of money to start a business. To do what? You think you can get access to that key so we can get to that safe? To do what, Rue? What are you talking about? And Faye's dumbass is just dumb enough to participate. Like, this is just all not going to end well, but we'll see what happens. But like you said, I'm hoping the mission gives some type of enlightenment to where we can meet Rue. I thought that we were going to meet Rue. This is the same old Rue. So...
Yeah. And there's a way to still give the people what they want and still develop a character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what you don't want after 3 seasons in this long gap between season 2 and season 3 is to leave the people bored. Like, you're going to have people who are just invested and want to see what happened with these characters, but let them do something. And it doesn't have to be evolved in a good way. Just let us see who they've become. They've got to be different in 5 years. They should be. In some way.
Dred said Rue is the female Frank Gallagher. Oh, Lord. This is when I knew we were stuck. I said, I know you lying. You still lying, Lexi? Like, I said, this is the exact same Rue. We're once I saw Rue trying to balance on that incline, and she hopped out and she had them same dusty ass chucks on. I say, this is just Rue. Might as well break out the burgundy dad hoodie at this point. And it's like, well, I'm changed in some type of way, and it's been 5 years, but let me go over here, because prior seasons, I was always lying to everyone, living a double life. You're still doing the same thing. We got all the way to this point. She said, I'm going to go over here for Mama Lexi's little lame ass lecture, and then I'm going to go on my way. But she's still lying. I was really looking forward to their friendship. I don't know about everybody else, but after the play, and we really got a glimpse at what they were to each other. Because like y'all said, Rue was never clean when we met her. So it's like, maybe we can recapture some of that, because this was my best good friend. And you're here laying on Lexi's couch, lying in her face. So yeah, sometimes she lets me come over there, lets me crash or whatever. But I can't be honest. I got to keep that over there to the side. Actually, why is she still lying to Lexi? How is this any different from old school Rue? The only thing that's different here is that she didn't roll up on Lexi and ask her for no pee.
It's not. And I think Lexi sees through this conversation. It's like, what are you going to do with your life, Rue? Like, you're really just disappointing. Like, what the hell are you see me over here living my dreams, and you're just over here being a bum still. Yeah, man. It'll be good though. Yeah. And she acts as if Lexi doesn't know. And I think we take it for granted, or rather, people can take it for granted. Like, Lexi has known you since you guys are 12 or younger. Like, she knows. Lexi's just tolerating you at this point, in my opinion. I do wonder if there becomes a point where Lexi's finally like, listen, because the one thing we kind of picked up after the play last season, when they had that kind of heart to heart, Rue was like, thank you, Lexi. You actually like showed me as a real person and not just this, because I look at myself as this terrible person. And so Lexi has been the one who's always still been able to see the good in her. Like even when Cassie was like, she treats you like crap, why are you still her friend or whatever?
Mhm.
So, I mean, I'm hoping they can come to a point where they get closer, but I honestly feel that this is going to be the season Lexi walks away from her completely. And I feel like this is going to be Rue's her last best good friend, Tara.
I don't know why anyone would want to be friends with Rue. Rue is a user and a manipulator, and I don't see this being any different. Being chummy so you can crash on Lexi's couch because you don't have nowhere to go. She probably feeds you, give you a good home cooked meal and everything, let you shower, you bum, go find somewhere else to go. Leave Lexi alone. But in the span of the conversation with us being over there at Lexi, I said, "What?
30,
Who, who
30, man.
whose choice was this? This makes me nervous." Rue says, girl, Fezco not going nowhere. You know, he locked up. He's been waiting and anticipating a phone call, a letter, a visit, something from you. Just reach out. He's not going anywhere. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Out of all of the directions that we could go, jail is so open-ended. And we can just put him there, but you can't just mention it and not have some intersection where someone speaks to Fez in jail. There's a letter. Like there has to be some closure. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. My preference, y'all, check out the review when it drops. I would have loved for them to bring Ashtray back. I would have loved that. That would have been so much closer just for how close both of the actors were, because this is so sacred. Ashley knows just recently watching it, but Fezco was my favorite. Angus Cloud, R.I.P., was my favorite character here, along with the Ashtray, or even the relationship that was blooming with Lexi. It was some of the more pure things in the show that I was really looking forward to. And to have him lost here in such an abrupt way, and we have to kind of ease into it. We just go, oh, he's in jail. It's like, oh, I think just a proper send off. I thought that they were going to probably say that he suffered more internally from those injuries in the gunshot in the hall, and he passed. And then we would maybe have Ashtray here dealing with guilt, or him trying to find himself outside of, you know, the Fezco family, and what does it look like for me? Even if we were to send Ashtray upstate for a little piece of murder, just a little piece. He was still young, a little juvenile. You're going to be out at 18, 19, 20. You was going to be out. Now what do I do? But, you know, just that relationship. He was all about his brother and him going on, and I'm going to take that charge for you. So I was like, just to get into his legacy and how to uplift his character, Ashtray finding his own mind and success outside of this and having a future would be a good way to do that. And we didn't technically see Ashtray get shot, okay? But he's just in jail, Ashley. Where we go from here with Fez being in jail?
I don't know, but it felt really cheap to me. And you know, I don't know. It felt like to me, like I said, and I don't know if I was looking for an emotional, you know, whatever moment, but I did want closure in our premiere, because it's like we can't ignore what happened. I feel like that's what these characters have been doing since season one, pushing things to the side, pushing things under the rug, Rue not dealing with the, you know, the loss of her father and all of that. And I really feel like that would have not only done something to better the story and I think help develop the characters more, but I also think it just would have been more respectful than a little in memoriam at the end of the post credit. Like I don't know. I just feel like there was something more that could have been done. I know we had talked about it earlier, and yeah, I definitely would have wanted to see Ashtray come back or some transition. I think it was lazy to put Fezco in the Pinta and just have it as that. I've heard that Eric Dane is still going to be here, so I can understand why they didn't really address too much of that in terms of Cal, Nate's dad. But with Fez, he was so beloved. I think we should have had time to sit with it, to mourn the aftermath, maybe get a good flashback of Rue grieving, what that looked like. But I think leaving it open-ended, what can you do with that? Don't do any AI weird stuff. It freaks me out for what, like if we hear a call from Fez, like, did you have extra footage? Are you going to try to roll that out later? I don't know. I would have rather gotten that over with now, early. I don't want to hear about
Yeah.
him dying in jail later on.
Oh,
I don't want to hear
Lord.
a conversation posthumously between he and Rue. I don't want that.
That's the thing. If there's gonna be a conversation, that conversation should have always been with Ashtray, not for Rue. Like Rue was, and the way he always considered Rue, that's my family. That's my sister. That's my Rue was never that. We didn't get to see it. Where? Where is your scooter? We never got to see it, so we didn't get to see him have the type of relationship or that just love like that. And it was too brief. We were just really meeting and getting into him and Lexi. The twang is Ashtray, but we know that he's not going to be here. But I look forward to seeing what they do. Hopefully, it's respectful and it brings true closure to his character, because I'm not just feeling jail. And it's just like, well, y'all see what happened last season. He had to go to jail. What else is he supposed to be doing? It would be
Nicole, he would have
different.
been dead. He'd have been dead. Gut shots can take you out if
Yeah,
not properly
if you
assessed.
hit an
Like,
organ, if you hit, because
yeah,
it was down there, and then we have to spin certain things just to fit the narrative of the show. And it was okay to be creative here rather than maybe have a misstep, because Sam and them go hear about it if they play with his character.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. She said the ghetto. She said white refrigerator rare. Okay, whoo, child, the ghetto. She said you have no ghetto wedding. Cassie, the OnlyFans influencer.
Girl.
Oh gosh, I hate all of this. The that box of sex kitten, dumb blonde, Lolita adjacent that we keep Cassie's character in, it is so nasty. I'm so tired. The main thing I was looking forward to here with Cassie, I was like, okay, well, we're removed, we're a bit older. We don't really have to stay in that space, because it will be a cold day before I ever want to see Sydney's titties again. I got tired. I saw them plenty over there. Girl, we're good. Even if we were trying to play up, because baby, I don't know whose aesthetic this is. I don't know what we're going for. Oh, whose house did y'all purchase? Where are y'all living? I can even go for Lexi's apartment, because it's very old Hollywood, old things, kind of 70s, 60s vibe. I don't know where the hell what old house Cassie and Nate are living in, but if they wanted to play up that housewife, that kind of aesthetic, kind of maybe give some Palm Beach 1965 / Mad Men type of energy. I'm waiting on you and my what was that? What's that? My cellophane wrap and a martini in one hand, But it's not that. We meet Cassie and she's on all fours. I was like, Cassie, get up. All of the dress up. My issue is in the beginning, I know Sydney Sweeney voice, at times she was really kind of in a way about the suggestive way that Sam would have her. It was a little bit too much nudity, the provocative clothing, but that's young Sydney. The actors here, but we're far removed. We have a name. we have maybe a bit more power than we had when we first took on the role. This has been a launching pad. So you have the voice to go, yes, Sam, I ain't doing that. You want me to do what? You want me to toot my ass where to the camera? You want me to what? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll do this, but not that. I'll wear this part, but I don't want to wear that. Can you shoot me from here? It's just like, no, it seems like she's down for whatever. And it's just, I'm like, how can we get even more stank than we ever were in those other seasons? And they found a way. I'm gonna let you go a little bit, because I need a moment to digest this. I really didn't like this. Who is this for? We know who it's for, but just like you said, ruin them, swallowing them balloons down their throats, did something for somebody. This is doing something for somebody, and it ain't for me.
Okay, they love a mid-white woman. They love one every single time. They love them down, Tyra. I don't listen. The way they said everything failed in the box office for this young lady this year, I don't know how much sway or weight she got to throw around at this point. Because I don't think she's selling what the people think she's selling. I don't know what Sam thinks she's selling. I haven't understood since season 1 why they're trying to shove it down our throat. She's supposed to be this pretty hot and tempting who's gonna make a bag, just texting men in the morning saying good morning, thinking of you. I just want to know, if you're in this relationship with Nate, this one that you love so deeply, and he loves me, so I'm going to choose him and I'm going to take his abuse and I'm going to be chosen by him. Now all of a sudden you got a mouth. You got
That's what
lit.
she is.
Because she said, you're not going to have me marry, have me have a ghetto wedding. I say, the ghetto.
Ghetto.
The ghetto.
Did
With
we
the
know where
shag
you
carpet
live?
your mama had in her house? Did we
The
ball
alcohol.
in high school? Like, I'm trying to.
Alcohol.
I said, did you come from money? Wasn't your daddy a crackhead, sister?
Crackhead. Stealing plates.
While we're talking about the ghetto, I said this is probably the one character that I saw a shift in, because I said, oh, she talks back to Nate now. So what has been the shift in their relationship? This is par for the course to me. I said, but y'all, he's broke, struggling, doing whatever he's doing with the business, but y'all got money for a housekeeper who's taking your pictures, and she's talking about, I just not enough people are seeing me, because once they see me, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Listen, because we have to get this house remodeled, Nate, and your little money's just not doing it. Your little money won't even afford our floral arrangements for this wedding. I refuse to have a ghetto wedding. And I'm thinking, sweetie, it never gave bougie. It never gave bougie. It gave street corner. It gave late night rendezvous. It gave back alley sexcapades. It gave construction sites.
Construction sites sexcapades.
That's what it gave. It never gave I'm this and I'm that. But we'll see what happens with her OnlyFans. I think it's redundant, though. Like we saw it season 1 with Kat. Kat's no longer here.
Yeah.
Why do we need this recycled or rehearsed? Was there nothing else that they could do with this? I mean,
I get it. It's like that's where the value of Cassie, what's been poured into her since she was younger. It was just her body and how she looked, and she was just so attractive. You're going to be a knockout when you get older. She's always been sexualized and / objectified by her partner. And it's like, well, if I'm going to have a career in anything, this is the prime place for me to be, because I get to sell what I've always been selling. I get to sell these titties. But it's like, I don't know. I don't need them cheeks. I saw some images trying to collect stuff to edit my video. I said, oh my God, Sam, really? I saw some photos of Cassie that were really bothersome to me. It's sick. I don't like it. And I don't like what it says to, the sector of fans who are watching. Those aren't the only people who are watching the show. This is something built to feed somebody's stank, salacious, disgusting, disturbing needs. And I don't come to TV for that. I don't come here for that. And it's all right if we show it a little bit, but it's like, it's just ongoing. So I'm like, every single time we get next to Cassie or she's in a scene, we're going to be met with her. What's her next get up? What's, the next strappy little number that she has on? I don't want to see Cassie's ass and breast every episode. I don't. You muted, Ashley.
This is what she's been doing. I mean, this is what he's been doing since season 1. And I honestly feel like it's much more toned down than it was then. Because, it was a struggle for me to get through season 1. It was so overt and just off the chain for no reason.
This is less overt. The only difference here is she's an adult now.
Did you see titties this episode? I didn't see no titties this episode. I saw booty cheeks.
I don't want to see the cusp of titties. I don't want to see none of it.
Here. That's what he's like. That's what she's known for here in this character. I just thought, I thought she was gonna be happy housewife. I thought she'd be a freak for him.
This is
because
change.
Nate's been so possessive and not wanting other men to look at it. You remember he was having fantasies about taking out every man who looked at Maddie. So now, how does Cassie have all of this chutzpah and gangsta to be like, well, I'm going to do it, Nate, because I'm not having a ghetto wedding. So I'm going to get out here and get this money. And for him to say, well, just don't show your face, love. Like, okay, so everybody's changed. Nate's changed too. He's good with it now. All right.
Girl, please. I'm here for the lip Cassie, because I thought Cassie was going to be the perfect pick me. I'm sure Nate did too, but I'm hoping that it does something for Cassie's character, and it's just not a catalyst for Nate to turn into crazy Nate again. Because you acting too much. Not only are you acting up, giving me all this mouth, but now you're maybe bringing in more money than I ever did because you showing them bitties. Yeah, I'm feeling emasculated. I'm about to pop off. I'm about to be Cal 2.0 / Nate / I'm about to be one of the Jacobs boys. I don't know. I hope that it serves her purpose in realizing her worth and maybe what she can do. and that maybe doesn't have to do with her body, like something mentally awakens because she's always in the perpetual state of being 14. So when we mix that in the midst of how provocative these shoots are and the dog bone of it all, don't give me this. I'm not that kind of person. Don't give me this. We'll see what happens, but it's only so many directions because best believe she's gonna see success. Like if she didn't, that would be a key.
I mean,
Even
bark like a damn dog, and Maddie's gonna manage her. It looks like so. Yeah, they're going over
girl,
there. It's gonna go
no,
down, I'm sure.
yeah, she gonna go up on OnlyFans. Then we have Nate. We don't get a whole lot of Nate, but good man Savannah.
Hell no.
Girl, Nate said a single dad who works 2 jobs, who loves his Cassie and never stops. Said, "What are you doing here?" He says, "There's dishes in the sink." It was given JFK. He said, "Girl, what have you done all day? You've been here all day, not doing anything. I hired the maid to do maid things. Put that phone down, go do your job." And Cassie, what are you doing? The least you could do is maintain the home. Are you trying to work? You trying to get some income? Why? I make enough money to take care of us, to make sure. She's like, yeah, but it's she said it's peanuts to an elephant. I said, Cassie, since when? Cassie in here acting like she came from, I was born with money. I said, Cassie, girl. But she's like, yeah, it's just not enough. Nate has been running the business, the family business, for maybe the past 5 years, and it's been hard. We didn't get a whole lot, but just putting context clues together, I'm like, maybe with all the fires that took place, or just building and just the price of real estate, who knows? Nate is having a hard time building in the state of California, and we see him semi trying to make a business deal and give good thoughts about what the future is going to be. Because, yeah, I'm going to make it happen. He's in there with the I was like, don't play with me. This will never be Nate. Even how he handled Cassie, it's just all, it's still that little gross worm is still under there. Because when he came in there and he started to chastise her and what are you doing? But who's a good girl? Who's a good dog? I want you to be a good dog, but just for me. Bark like a dog. Arf! He said, bark like a dog. I want you to be a good dog and be a good Cassie and be all doting and have titties waiting. But for me, you trying to show all of that, girl? That's the only reason I married. That's the only reason I'm trying to marry you. That's the only reason I chose and picked you, because you were supposed to be the easy choice, the one that was going to let me be me and just play your role and be my little doll who's here to be kept and, hang on to my every whim. Not you trying to get a personality. Not you trying to get a word in. Not you trying to charge me about how much money I'm not bringing in. And yeah, I'm not going to have no ghetto wedding just because the business suffering. If I got to go show some biddies on OnlyFans to get that 50,000 floor arrangement, I'm going to get it. Well, I guess just don't show your face and your chi-chis at the same time. This is not Nate. Nate is an unhinged SOB. The psychopath is always there. It's just a question of what's gonna bring it out. I'm really interested in getting into Nate popping off, and Nate doesn't have Cal around in this capacity to blame for his behavior. Because Cal is Cal, and a whole lot is your fault. But his whole thing was, if I get him out of here and I take over this family business, as he said, like, the voiceover, he didn't know it would be so hard. Once that's all out the way and I can just be Nate, I'll be a good man. I think he's trying to get that little fantasy when we had all those flashbacks or like future shots of what his life would be like with Cassie and all of these things. I'm going to get those things. I don't think it's going to be that easy. And when it's not, and he fails, and maybe that business starts to fail, and Cassie start bringing in a little money from showing them biddies, he going to lose his mind. Ashley?
He can't handle it. The crazy's never left. It's there. As evil and as demented as he's been this entire time. And last season, when Jules said, "Oh, so you're a nice guy now," he said, "Absolutely not. You know what I did to get this tape?" And that's what I feel. Absolutely not. He'll never be good. There is not a good bone in Nate's body at all. I am surprised he's not from the Slapaho tribe anymore. I was waiting for him to hem her up. I said, "Oh, okay. Is he gonna?" No, because he likes to,
talking all back.
But I knew the business was failing when he told that man, "Yeah, go act like you're working. Yeah, just go out there and act like you're busy. Act like you're working." I said, okay, he's failing. He's failing at everything. He's always been inadequate, though. He's never really been quite good enough. I was honestly hoping we would get a call from the mama or the brother maybe was working with him. Because for me, he has no dynamic other than just being a terrible villain with no real oomph to him. I don't think you bring him in as this knight in shining armor. I think he's into some craziness. He's going to be caught up. And I hope he gets the business that he's deserved for all these years. That beat down Fez gave him was never enough. And I hope someone takes him to the brink this season. I don't know how. I don't know why. I hope he goes over there. And I do hope that Cassie starts making more money than him and balling out and flexing on his ass. I really want to see what that dynamic looks like when he feels not needed by her, because that's imperative to him. With Maddie, you know, what can I get you? He was lavishing her with gifts and all of these things. He wants to be needed. So it'll be interesting to see how that switch goes off when I don't need you no more. I got this. I'm the breadwinner. I run this. Yeah, this house, I bought it. That rug, I got it done. These walls, I got them painted, Tyra. Can I get you anything, Nate? Big Mama got you. He'll hate it. I can't wait.
I would like to see, this was, you know, a family business. I know they're not just going to sit around and watch it just go down the toilet, because Cal was the man about town. Oh, I own 50% of this company. He owned a whole bunch of things. Mm-hmm. What's happening with that? I don't know. The worst thing that could happen with Nate's character is for him to be a failure, because he's going to go and lose his mind. Or maybe he's going to revert to, he said, y'all want to see a bee go down the slide. I'll show you how a bee go down the slide. He going to go down the slide and do something crazy, because my business isn't going to fail. Let's get into Lexi, the film assistant. If y'all don't put... I'm going to say, okay, y'all got Sharon Stone over here. Everybody knows that Maddie said, baby, I'm trying to be Sharon Stone in Casino. I just want to be Ginger. I just want to be kept. Say, Cassie Ho, you took my life. I just wanted to be a kept woman. But Lexi is here as the assistant to director Sharon Stone here, who's looking fabulous. Lexi seems happy. I'm happy that Lexi's happy. Lexi, of course, she's giving her 2 cents, because I'm sure Lexi can't wait to really be in that seat. And hey, maybe if we shoot it this way, maybe if he comes into the scene this way, maybe if he runs the line first and then kisses her, it'll come off different. I'm hoping that this relationship is a positive one, and it doesn't turn into something where Lexi is giving her ideas and she's not getting credit for it, or it's just pushing because, let me siphon some of that youthful spirit and energy, but I'm not going to put your name on anything. Who knows? Or maybe it could turn into something that's an opportunity or whatever. I'm here for Lexi working down in them Hollywood streets. Now, this heartthrob, Lexi, please. I don't have time. We grown. We are grown. I thought with the relationship, or the budding relationship of what could have been with Fezco, Lexi and her confidence, was never going to be on Cassie's level of confidence, and we're leading with our body. But hey, I into somebody. I can be desired. I can, come out of my shell and, okay. But it's just like, he said, hey, Lisa. She said, hi. I said, Lexi. I said, Lexi, what we're not going to do is get here in our older age and just be fawning and, oh my God, like, isn't he great? He's so dreamy. And I can't say anything because I thought we were over this, but if this is where they want to take Lexi's character, fine. I'm not interested in that. I'm more so interested in Lexi's film career. Ashley?
I'm excited for Lexi. Lexi is pursuing her dreams, following the path that they set her on last season. I am here for all of this. Maddie, the social media influencer manager. Okay, girl. Like I always pictured her in front of the camera, not behind or managing. So Maddie's thing is different. But as far as Lexi, I think she'll be fine. She's going to be fine either way. I don't really care if she's fawning over someone. We never really got to see that fully. She and Fez kind of had a mutual thing, and it was cute. We never saw it come to fruition. But what I will tell you is Dylan is going to be a problem. I don't know if he's going to be a problem for Lexi, if he's going to be a problem for somebody else, but they didn't introduce him for no reason. Every Dylan in every 90210 LA-esque show is going to be problematic. He's going to be a playboy. He's going to be slinging dingaling. He's got secrets, Tyra. And I'm ready to know what it is. I said, this is not for nothing. This was not a one-off. I believe this young man, we will see more of him. And I want to know if there's going to be a triangle between Maddie and her or whatever. I don't know, but something is going to be amuck with this man named Dylan. Watch, mark my words. Mark my words.
Well, I didn't get all of that. I just knew he wasn't going to be a one-off. I didn't know Richard Gere's son was acting. This is Richard Gere's son?
Oh God, Gerbils? I can't.
Yes, Gerbils. It's Gerbil. This is
doubly finna be a mess.
This is his son. So I was like, okay, yeah, we definitely didn't bring him here for a brief little.
You don't look nothing like his daddy. Who's your mama?
For a brief little piece of cameo or whatever. Yeah, this is Homer Gear. Richard
Who is
Gere
his
son.
mama? He don't look nothing like his daddy. He don't.
I don't know. But y'all, I see it in the chat. This is 5 years after high school. We are 5 years removed. I'm like, I don't know if it would have benefit us as an audience or the characters to maybe have a 10-year jump over a 5. Because I'm like, y'all need a little bit more time to cook because y'all ain't did nothing. No, it feels like no time has passed. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Actually, say check his pockets.
Mhm.
But getting over here to my girl. Maddie's broke. Don't play with her. This is temporary. Maddie has a job, y'all. It was touch and go there. Maddie said, I'm just trying to be a wife. I just want to live my best life by the pool. You know, wait on my husband to come on. I want that Cassie life. I'm trying to run up that hill like Kate Bush. But no, I'm here. After high school, I didn't get picked, so I gotta go get a job. Child, when we saw her and it was like Maddie's the manager, I was like, oh, okay, come on, Maddie. And then when I seen her answer the phone and then direct the call, I say, oh, you're the / manager to the real manager of the assistant of the manager. I say, oh, Maddie girl, you ain't making no money like that. We gotta come on. Meanwhile, we on the ground floor, so I'm on the red carpets, making sure you have what you need. You know, the little brunt work, the little grunt. I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna do it because this is what pays the bills. Pays the bills for the person over me, because not for me. When that Uber dropped Maddie off at the projects, I say, oh, Maddie, are you living in the basement? Maddie's in the basement. Maddie's in the basement of the hoods, of the streets. And she put that little check down on the table. She said, baby, this is not going to cut it. I got to do something else. I'm not going to trip because I know that this is temporary. Maddie does not exist in a space where we working real, real hard and not even making a cute dime. And we're living what looks to be in a basement. Yeah, she's going to come from underneath this. I don't know what she's going to do exactly, but it sure won't be this. Ashley?
I'm proud of Maddie. I'm happy for Maddie. I am so happy that she is free of that maniac and Cassie has to deal with him. And I'm happy for this journey of hers. I think this is where you fail up or you fall up or whatever. I think it's good for her. And we're supposed to believe that these people are in their early 20s. This is the time you can do that with your life, right? You don't have to have everything figured out. I fear she may start an OnlyFans as well. But no, I just think this is going to take her down a different road. But I'm proud that she's not bound to anybody, that she's doing it on her own terms. She'll be all right. Maddie is a puller up by your bootstraps type of gal. She'll find a way. Will it be legal? I don't know. Hopefully. But she'll get through there. I'm proud of her.
I don't see it. Maddie gives me Jocelyn's cabaret energy. Maddie gives me Madam. Madam gives me I am in charge of the girls. So if it's like OnlyFans, it's like, yeah, come on, Cassie. Let me go on promotion and sell you the right way. Let me get a couple of other few more dimes and get into that. It gives I am in charge of the girls. So we'll see what Maddie does. But I know her making a little piece of check and going down there working. I was like, look at Maddie. I say, Maddie got a job. Maddie got a real job. I was proud. I was. Now, this feels like a conversation we've had already.
In that Christmas special? Yeah.
I said, 5 years later, we're still... Because it was so much faith. And I guess it's different this go around because the I have faith in you, Rue, you have to have faith all those seasons ago was just about her getting clean. So it's like, now that you're clean, I don't know. Where's your faith in general? Do you believe in anything? We're having this conversation about God and what it all really means. And I'm going to read the whole books of the Bible from back to front because, you know, in my travels, because that's all I do. I'm traveling and I'm a mule. I came across this good Christian family and they just seem to be so happy. I feel like there might be life beyond them their hills and there's maybe purpose in finding your faith in your relationship with God. You know what, Ali? I'm going to do better. And Ali's, you know, going to be Ali. I'm here for you. I believe in you. Have faith. Rue is growing at a snail's pace. And I'm never one to rush anyone. This just feels stagnant. But I think Rue is growing at a snail's pace. And I'm never one to rush anyone. This just feels stagnant. But I think Rue is growing at a snail's pace. And I'm never one to rush anyone. This just feels stagnant. But I think Rue is growing at a snail's pace. And I'm never one to rush anyone. This just feels stagnant. But I think Rue is growing at a snail's pace. And I'm never one to rush anyone. This just feels stagnant. I thought at this point that they would be having conversations about more. I am glad that Ali is still a presence in her life where it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing Mama Rue. We're not going to be seeing Gia. So this is nice. And he's always here as the guide for when she F's up to bring her back down, to remind her what it all really means. I'm like, I would have preferred Ali be here in the capacity of two recovering addicts who see each other like nobody else will, but also kind of having that father-daughter relationship to each other, but something beyond, oh, I gotta pull your hair back out the clouds again, Rue, here you go, you're messing up, you're doing too much. There's just no growth here, and that concerns me. Ashley, we're getting into our faith. Where do you think we're going with Ali?
This is the one part I said I felt like this was gross. When we go back and look at the Christmas special that they have at the same diner, apparently, because that's where they go. He wear the same exact outfit, I guess, too. But when they're talking, and she's like, "No, I don't believe in anything." Like a what? Like a who? Like a this? Like a that? And so when she bumps into that nice fundamentalist Mormon family or whoever they were in the prairie dresses, I said, "Oh, okay, she's having another moment. These people saved her, and now it's opened up a door, and now she's at least willing to talk about it." And well, I'm gay, so what does that mean, right? Are they going to
Child.
stone me? Are they going to
What
take
was
me out?
that? Coleman Domingo is a living, breathing gay man. What? I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? Why? Why would y'all have him say? It was odd. I don't know. I'm like,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean, he was like, I thought it tracked for him being gay in real life, what he was saying about
know.
everything. But as far
Mm-hmm.
as her and her faith, I don't think this lasts long. I think this is representative of something. But again, this is probably the only area we've really seen her shift or say, I'm going to change any part of my worldview, right? Because you go from believing in nothing to now saying, oh, there may be this possibility. And now I'm kind of in this seeking phase. I thoroughly still believe, though, that Rue is an active addiction. So I don't believe too much of anything that comes out of her mouth. She said she gonna try. She pulled up them old CDs. I always question what year we're in whenever I watch Euphoria, because why do you have a CD player in that car
Because
and you
it's
you,
rude.
you ain't streaming it, baby? You don't have an iPhone. Like, what are we doing? But no, I'm not mad at this. We'll see. I don't know. There was some stuff going on even at the end with the apple. I said, okay, damn it. Is she Eve? Is she discovering herself in the garden? Is this, the knowledge of good and evil and all of that? We'll see where it goes, but I wasn't mad at this. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me any more than her swallowing balloons. So
Mm. I just want a grander conversation because Ali can normally tell when Rue is on some BS. So it's just Rue is like never talking about anything. I'm just like, girl, sponsor or not, you need the ish or get off the pot. Hurry up. It's been 5 years, girl. Thank you so much for the super chat. What happened to everyone's money? Why they all poor? Ashley, why is everybody poor?
no, because they did
Nobody.
nothing in high school. They did drugs and partied. They never went to class. I never saw them in class. I'm surprised any of these hoes graduated. Honestly.
I was going to say nobody's family like legitimately had money except for Nate's family. Nobody, came from any strong means to get here and just be packing it out, except for Nate, and he's struggling. Like nobody really had money like that. Not like that. Now, as far as like goals and the potential to have some money, Lexi's over there. Rue's doing what Rue does. Maddie, she definitely didn't come from money. That's why she was so attracted to Nate in the first place. So she has to get it out the mud. Nobody really had any money. And if we did have, we were spending it on drugs.
Yeah, it gave very like middle class, middle America type vibes where they live, I thought.
Now, by the time we get over here, once again, another scenario to put Rue where we want her to be. It's just like, yeah, we got a little emergency run. Go run these drugs down here, make that little swap, and come on back. Real easy peasy. Rue being Rue, I need to go in the house. I got to use the bathroom. Can I go up? Of course. Rue is never just going to go into anywhere and come out. We have to look around. We have to pry. We have to see. Oh, yeah, girl, sure, I can help you with that top. What's going on in here? Rue said this is where the hoes reside. Oh, okay, hey, all right, this is a good time. Can't never just do what she was sent there
Never.
to do. But baby, when I saw Edabisi up here, I said, okay, it's hell in the paint. It's hell in the paint. Y'all don't bring Edabisi off the eye set HBO alum for no reason. He's here to be diabolical. Rue is really irrational. I'm just trying really hard with Rue. Rue has not changed. Rue is either has never really been too much of anything as far as forward thinking, or she's still using. If something's not adding up. Something's not adding up. The way she just came in here and it's just like, oh, I'm having a good old time. Yeah, why are you still here? Come in, let's talk, let's sit. Yeah, I'm trying to be down with you. I can't be swallowing these balloons for Lori forever. This man said he's a pimp for the most part. I own a club. I got the best coochie in this stateside. I'm pushing out girls. And I'm like, when Lori was talking about selling you to somebody and you'll be out there, you got so because I think he said the same thing that Lori said to her when she drugged her and put her in that tub to ship her off. Like, you'll always have something valuable. It was some point in season 2 where she was talking about women always having something valuable between their legs, and there's always a way for you to pay off a debt or make some money. You always have something. He said the same thing. I said, baby, who was Lori going to sell you to? I don't know. But she just jumps out the frying pan into the fire. If I can be over here and be down with you and your crew that's looking upside my head, already not trusting me, it has to be better than me being with Lori. In fact, this has always been, a goal of mine. To say, Ruth, shut up. This has been like my life's ambition. I always wanted to, work at a club and be around women and just be. What are you talking about? But in the midst of that conversation, a girl overdoses of stills. Some of the drugs were laced, and I didn't have nothing to do with it. Prove it, because this was a union put together by God. I'm looking for my faith, and I feel like I'm finding it here. I think God put us together, and of course, we go outside and we test this faith, and we see where that goes. But just even how we got here and what this could mean, the relationship that she has with Lori, the beef and the plex that's going to occur when she tries to switch sides. What could he even have, for you to do? Does he mean you any goodwill? I doubt it. But Ruth's just, I can come over here. It's cool. Sure. Then by the time we get to the apple, since you're so faith-based, I can test it. Don't move. Rue's living her best life. These are the environments that she thrives in, that she enjoys. And of course they see it like, oh, okay, she's on one. She's clearly crazy. This is where she feels like she needs to be. And I guess we're going to go along for the ride. But how she instantly trusts people, this was very much so giving me every situation where she met up with Lori, when she was in that situation with Mouse. She's going to put her life in danger, but it's always the people around her that ends up suffering. It's never her. Ashley?
Yeah, I crackhead again. Girl, there's no way you're making do. You him? All right, yeah. You want the bag? So you got a bathroom, because this seems like a safe place for me to go to the bathroom. I can't just go up to the Piggly Wiggly or the 7-Eleven up the street and potty. I got to come in here because I want to be nosy. Honestly, quiet as kept. I'm trying to see the hose. Right, you sitting down with kickback, your legs cocked open with a drink. Yeah, man, because this is nice. This is the life. In here, he says, yeah, because coochie is supreme. You run that coochie, you run the world. She said, hell yeah. You know what? Hell yeah. I like it here. And you got the hose. She flirting with the hose. She doing the most. And I'm like, Rue, take your ass out of here. Like, you don't even know you're in danger. That's why I know it's crack. Your inhibitions are always low. You don't even sense danger in the room. The one man looking like undercover brother or whatever, whoever he was, is looking like, oh, if you don't leave here, don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing, get out of here. They got the young man looking like Poussey working the thing. I said, okay, it's too much. This is a rag to you. Got Marshawn Lynch.
No, that's Mara's. That's Handmaid's Tale. That's her nephew.
So
real life.
Poussey's. Okay, I knew they looked kin. Yeah. I was like, what? I said, looking just like Poussey. All right. And then we have him. And I said, Rue, you don't sense your life in danger. You drinking stuff in here. You drinking off the man's glasses. Yeah, I want to work for you. Yeah, I feel like this is where I belong. So yeah, let's go outside and let's do this test. What? Huh? Huh? This is that plot armor because you should have been skimmed or grazed or something. But she
Mm.
never learns her lesson because she never gets hurt in any of these situations. So the apple, I was like, all right, this is what we're doing. And now I guess she's proved herself. But the moment she dropped to her knees and started screaming and laughing, I said,
Yeah,
that's crack. I
crazy.
know a crackhead when I see one. I said, that's crack. I said, don't nothing else do that but crack.
That's
What is
crack.
a normal reaction to that happening? You cry, you're scared, you might scream, but yeah, I told you now. We're gonna be besties, Rue, if you don't take your ass somewhere else. And now you're gonna be in the middle of a war between Lori. Who have you paid that lady off? Are you
No,
muling for extracurriculars now? I'm so
no,
confused
she ain't paid the
about
lady off.
what this is, but I hated every single bit of this. I did not watch Oz for my reasons, but I've seen enough clips to know he's a lunatic. So, Rue, baby, you get what you get and don't ever throw a fit. I don't want to hear not a mumbling word from Rue, whatever happens to her this season.
You went and watched some clips from Oz.
No, on Instagram, they play them on a lot of those
Oh,
old like film channels or TV series channels. And he was crazy as hell. I saw the one where he got stabbed though. The one they unalived him.
I want him to bring out some of that old Oz energy. If he's not here to be unhinged, I don't know what we're here for. She just doesn't know who he is or what she's walking into. It's just Rue is just being Rue. And it's like there's never a need for self-preservation. I'm like, is it really gonna take? What is it gonna take? And per usual, it takes for someone around her to be hurt. Like, oh, and then she makes those stupid idiotic faces into the camera. Rue, this is not a game. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know. I just need Rue to pick a struggle and add it gullible and poor. And Sweeney Todd too. She's dumb and trash. Write a better story. Oh my god. Oh man. We will see what goes on with this per se. But before we get into predictions, I don't want to forget about Jules. They said Jules is a sugar baby.
I'm mad.
She's a sugar baby. I am mad. What are we doing with Jules?
Why?
You're okay with Jules being a sugar baby?
Yeah, she was doing it for free.
That's
At
what
least now she
I'm
got,
saying.
and at least it's Sam from True Blood. I saw that much. I said, "Oh, Sam's over here, the werewolf. All right, what is he doing?" But she was doing it for free before, Tyra. She was throwing it after every draw leg, engaging in super risky behavior. At least it's now just with one person, and it seems like she's being kept better than anybody else.
No. If okay. If Jules is a sugar baby, her spirit is being suppressed.
Oh,
She's being crushed. Jules was all about, I can't wait for high school to be over. I hate it here. Once I'm out in the world, I can be free. I just see a caged bird thinking about Jules being a sugar baby. Like, excuse me? I just feel like she's dying on the
I know why the cage
she is. I feel like her dreams are just being completely like, how did you end up there? And even just the thing about, she was doing it for free, it's because it was, of course, getting into the self-worth and her struggles, but it was like some convictions in it because it was my choice, and she was also proud about her sexual prowess and her partners, and this is just what I like to do. Even if I'm unhinged, here on my Rue time and putting myself in risky situations, I just get to do that. Now, getting into her value as a person and all that other good stuff, we can get to that later. But if you're a sugar baby, is it really like a choice at this point? You're still being bought and paid and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Girl, she said I'm for sale. She said put her up on the block. Listen, again, she was doing it for free, engaging in very dangerous, risky behaviors. At least, I mean, I think like a lot of women who engage in hypergamy or, being a sugar baby or all of that feel like there's a level of autonomy with it, right? Because I say who, I say when, I say how much, and they live their lives accordingly. And it may be a cage, honey, but it's a gilded cage. It's gold and it's dripping. And her hair is right now. Did you see it?
She looked good. She looked good. It was late. It was
right.
late. Jules looks really good. But I'm like, is she happy? Or is this just, this is where I am? Like, it's like the images I've been seeing, it's like she didn't have a choice. I'm like, what is going on, Jules? Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help, Jules. But Ashley, what are your predictions for the next episode?
Girl, none. I have no idea. I'm not watching no trailers. I'm not doing any of that. I just want Listen, I just want some more story. I want the narrative to progress. I want to see some development. I want to see more. I want to see more than what we're anticipating, right? I want to see something different. So hopefully they'll do that. And thank you to Sheba girl. Hey, it's been a long time since True Blood, Shapeshifter, Werewolf, they all supernatural. It's Sam. I got his name right.
I'm predicting more of Rue shenanigans. Now that we're over here, I feel like we're gonna be, do you want to go to war? Do you want to go to war? It's gonna be very Scarface type energy. All off the back of Rue trying to switch sides and get a better situation other than swallowing balloons for Lori. I feel like it's about to be hell in the paint. And she's just gonna be there and along for the ride, where somebody's gonna suffer. I don't know. I tried to avoid trailers and stuff, and I have for the most part, but I do see that eventually Maddie and Cassie link. And if she's really over here in her OnlyFans bag and we seen how Maddie looked at that check, I think that link is going to happen sooner than later and maybe spark something in Maddie as far as her career and what she wants to do. But yeah, I'm expecting that we'll get just more of everybody, since we didn't get a whole lot of Nate or Jules or really Maddie too. So I'm expecting more of them. I don't want this to be the Rue show. I'll say that. I want a little bit of everybody because this is the last season. But y'all, that was Euphoria season 3, episode 1. Definitely appreciate you guys for watching. Probably late in the midnight hour, my actual video for this episode will be dropping, where you can hear my little independent thoughts. But be on the lookout for that. Be sure to hit that like button and share this video and all that good stuff. Ashley, anything you want to say to the people?
Yeah, be on the lookout for 90 Day Fiance, honey. This most recent episode 18. We'll be talking about that this week. We have the Testaments that we're going to be talking, Imperfect Women. From will be back Sunday, y'all. All right. So just be prepared. Be thou ever ready for that. Make sure you're here. And thank you so much for coming through and supporting our first live together for Euphoria. And go check out my upload too, because I got an upload I dropped a little bit earlier.
From is coming back. Y'all be prepared to ring those bells in the middle of the street. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will definitely see you guys with more commentary this week. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Sucking my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna rump. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like, I tell you, always stay hot. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad cause I'm taking